But we were back on trail. Plan today is to get about 17, 18 miles. We're just tenting. There is a deli right off the trail where you can get sandwiches and that kind of stuff, but I don't know if we'll make it there in time. So anyway, new day. Looks like the rain's out of the way and we're moving on. Well, a very frustrating time on this trip right now. I was trying to make it to this place that had sandwiches and all this kind of stuff by 4 o'clock, and that was going to be close, and I had like 9 miles to go. And anyway, long story short, I think I dropped my wallet somewhere. I'd been carrying my wallet in my pants that's in a little zipped pouch, and I had it just sitting right here, which obviously wasn't smart. And I think I'm hoping when I set it down to get water about 4 miles back, it fell out. So I've got to backtrack. And anyway, I needed some more miles today, but I'm glad I noticed it now, I guess, and not. I know I had it this morning at breakfast, and so anyway, to be continued. All right, so this is embarrassing, but I did find my wallet, and it was with me the whole time. I was wearing my rain jacket this morning, and I put it in the pocket of my rain jacket, which is not usually where I keep it. And so I didn't look there. And so about 3 miles there, so an extra 6 miles today, but I do know where my wallet was. So anyway, I don't know if there's a lesson to learn from that other than check your stuff before you leave, but disaster averted. Just a little embarrassed, but hey, figure I share with you everything. All right, end of a long day. Going into I say the end, I'm still going to try to get a few more miles in to make up for those 6 miles that I lost chasing the wallet that was on my back. Whatever. What are you going to do? I made a foolish, quick mistake with my wallet where I put it, and then I didn't realize where I had put it. And but I got through it, trying to make up the time I lost today, so go late into the evening. And so we'll check back in the morning. Okay, good morning. Interesting day yesterday. I don't feel like I did a good job of documenting it. So let me try to explain it. So hopefully I won't bore you, but let me give you kind of the details of what was going on. So we had a fairly long day, about 18 miles or so. And but one of the cool things was at the end of the day, or in the middle of the day, there was a place to stop and get sandwiches and that kind of stuff. So I was about to pass my buddy Mike. I was about 9 miles into the day or so, and I was going to tell him, hey, if I get there to that place that has the sandwiches, do you want me to buy it before you do? Do you want me to buy one for you? Because it closed at 4 o'clock, so we were kind of on a time schedule. And that's when I noticed I don't have my wallet. And so I thought, well, I knew I stopped to get water. I may have left it back at Maddie's when we had breakfast. I didn't know. And so I sent him a text and said, hey man, I think I dropped my wallet. I got to backtrack. So I turned back. I mean, I didn't have any other choice. I did call Maddie's. She didn't see it. I called Vinny, the guy in the shuttle. He didn't see it in the truck. So I had no choice than to go backwards. And so I went 3 miles back to where I had stopped to get water. And it wasn't there. And so I'm sitting and I'm thinking, and my mind's just racing with all these possibilities of where could it be. If I don't find it, what am I going to do? Well, then I realized I had inadvertently put it in my jacket pocket, which was hanging on my backpack the whole time. So I went essentially 6 miles extra yesterday. And obviously I'm way behind them, but I found this place to camp. Me and Leaf Blower, there's a Leaf Blower over there, and we're under these huge power lines right near the interstate. So it was about 22 miles in total yesterday. I just didn't get those all forward, heading northbound. And then to top off the day, which it was just almost laughable at that point. So I had decided to make it at least to that store. Remember I told you about we're selling sandwiches? Because they sell breakfast this morning. So I'm going to get breakfast this morning and then push on the rest of the way and catch up with all those guys at the hostel tonight. But I get to the store and there's nowhere to camp. And I thought, by God, I am not going past the store and having to hike south in the morning. So I hiked south again about half a mile to where I'm at now. So I have a downhill half-mile hike to go get some breakfast. Yesterday equaled about 22 miles. Today I got about 18 miles to get to the Weary Feet Hostel, and my feet will be weary. I'm ready for a shower. But anyway, that's the deal, and it happens. It was self-inflicted. Certainly earned my trail name of U-Turn. Like I mentioned earlier, a little embarrassed, but it happens. I mean, I've been dealing with that kind of stuff my whole life. So anyway, that's an update. Sorry for the lengthy explanation, but it was kind of crazy. I spent so much time just trying to get caught back up yesterday. I didn't do much video and wasn't a whole lot to see anyway, but today's a new day, and we're going to start out and we're going to get it going and actually hit mile 600 today. That's hard to believe. So hope everybody's doing well. Let's see what the day holds. All right, so back on trail this morning. I'm on my way down for breakfast. After that recap of yesterday, let's just never speak of that again, okay? No, I'm just kidding. But this is a new day, and I'm heading north, and let's hope there's no backtracking today. These are the power lines I slept under. It was a pretty sunrise. Now this is a sign that you would only see around a bunch of backpackers. All right, we just had a great breakfast. It was nice. There's Leaf Blower back there. What's up, Leaf? This is a hiker you guys have not met. So what's your name?
Lab Rat.
Lab Rat. Now that's intriguing. Now I know the story. What's the story on Lab Rat?
Yeah, so I live right by George Washington University, and when I decided to go through hiking, I reached out to them and said, hey, can we put something together? They've got this sports science, sports nutrition, performance center, and they said yes, and we put together a study. And so before I left for the trail, we got my blood work done. We tested my balance, my strength, my VO2 max. I had the full-on,
Wow.
Face mask,
Yeah.
all that stuff, and we'll do it when I hit Harper's Ferry. I'll go back into town and do that stuff again, and then when I finish, do that stuff again, and see how through hiking changes the body.
That's very interesting. Well, cool. Now, where is it you're from? I know you said you're near the college. But...
Yeah. So I live in D.C., but I'm from North Carolina.
Awesome. Well, nice to meet you.
Yeah, pleasure.
All right, so breakfast has been good at the outpost. Now I'm heading, I'll show you. Now I actually walked this road for a while. Some section hikers getting out here. It's an awesome time of year. Okay, so I'm going down this road right here, and you can see this stratified rock material. But I was going to show you, remember in the schoolhouse with the slate? See, some of this is like slate-like material. Really neat. There's your blackboard. I don't know if that's actually slate, but that's similar to it. Very flat. Get these pieces. Huh. All right, trucking on. Never know where you'll end up. Well, this part of the trail, there's really nothing to show, but I didn't want to show you just how flat and riding this ridge, and you know, what you see is what you get for a few miles. Every now and then you get to, like right here, you can look off to the left and see the ridge and the valley down there, but this is it right now. Well, that was something to keep an eye on. I'm up here on this path, and all of a sudden I heard some turkey hens, and it was real close. And but sure enough, it wasn't hens. It was actually somebody calling, and heard a couple things wrestling in the leaves, and looked, and sure enough, here comes a couple turkey hunters. So you know, keep your eye out for that. So it's spring turkey season right now. Matter of fact, somebody had harvested a turkey this morning, had it on the back of his truck when we had breakfast. So something to keep an eye on. I'm gonna make sure I'm not mistaken for a turkey. All right, here it is, mile 600. Man, they're really starting to add up. I'm gonna take a break and get some water and enjoy a few minutes. All right, today's lesson that I'm learning, and I'll share with you, is that you keep walking, keep trudging away, you'll eventually get to a view. All right, this is pretty interesting. See that curled up? It's a fern coming out, and that's called a fiddlehead. So it'll open up into a full-fledged fern, but a fiddle obviously is another name for a violin, and if you look at the neck of the top of the fiddle, it has that scroll like that. So it's called a fiddlehead. Pretty cool. There's a snake just chilling out in a tree. It's down the hill, so I can't get any closer, but he's just chilling out. I don't even know if you can see his head. Coming up, I couldn't tell if it was a piece of trash or something, but I can see very clearly it looks like a rat snake. Just enjoying the evening. Pretty little walk to end the day. So I'm about to be at the Weary Feet Hostel, and I'm gonna tell you, I have weary feet, so it'll be a good stay. I think it's like in an old antebellum type house, but we'll check it out. I think that is where I'm trying to get to, but man, I've had to backtrack on this road, and then I think I have to come way over here to get to the driveway. All right. I don't know about antebellum. I mentioned earlier it was an antebellum house, but it's definitely very southern. Big old white house, black shutters, big old front porch. Looking forward to this. Oh, is this from Neil?
Yeah, we definitely do.
Whitney is.
So what you got for a pack?
Whitney is cool.
There's noodles
Have you
with
done
meat
Whitney?
and pineapple,
I mean, that's
spaghetti,
that's
and
what.
penne noodles.
A little bit of everything.
That's just part of the picture.
Good hiker food. So I am showered up, had dinner. So I'll show you the place. This is really, I mean, stayed at a lot of hostels, and this is primo right here. So y'all check this out. I'll give you the tour. So beautiful outside area. Somebody's tenting out there. Another Georgia boy, number 2 pencil. And I just met this young lady. What's your name?
KG, K Greeny Trex,
From
Pennsylvania.
Pennsylvania. And this guy I saw at breakfast, and now he's here at Weary Hostel. Weird Feet Hostel, yeah.
Friday something. What are you? Friday? God Friday.
All right, so this is an old house in here. I'll just kind of walk you through. Dining room area. Everybody say hey, y'all.
Hey, y'all.
Hey, y'all. So dining room. It was a communal dining room. Here's all the typical hostel stuff. You can resupply and get whatever you need here. Little lounge area. There's my man Mike. And this is a new person. What's your name? Lightning. Awesome. I know, I'm just getting you on video though. And what's your where are you from, Lightning?
Sydney, New York.
Okay, awesome. New Yorker. So, place to hang out. They have laundry back there. I'll show you upstairs in the rooms. This reminds me of my grandmother's house in Penargil. So loaner clothes. There's Chips, and Chips is excited because there's fish with no shirt on.
Hey.
That's going on YouTube, Mark.
Where's this in Papa?
Yeah, but I think
So here's the rooms that we'll be staying in. So if you remember, Fish and Chips had to get off in 2020, and she started back where they left off, and Fish went all the way back to Springer. So they are reunited. So that's it. So that's the Weary Feet Hostel. All right, so I've shown you this beautiful hostel, and this is Julie. She is the owner of this place. Now, Julie, you were telling me that you found this place just a few years ago for the purpose of being a hostel.
Exactly. Actually, I'd been eyeing it for 11 years.
Wow.
Yeah, I tricked my husband into coming to look at it with me because he thought we were going to the dentist. So, my whole life I've wanted a hostel. So, I had been looking at this place because the old AT used to come out at our driveway, at this driveway. And so it just, stars fell in the line, and in 2019, I became a hostel owner.
How about that? Now, how many hikers did you serve? Well, of course, 2020, we all know about that. But on average, would you say on the season that you're serving?
Last year, we served 1,200.
Wow.
So we were thrilled because, being a new hostel and everything. So I cooked 120 days straight. I'm quite proud of that.
Wow. Well, that's awesome. Well, listen, I have enjoyed the meals. I'm looking forward to breakfast. And I appreciate you doing this. You're really supporting the hikers. So thank you so much.
Well, thank you. And I love feeding you guys.
Awesome. Thanks.